Okay, here we go. Ooh. What is going on, everybody? It's Barney here, back at it with another video, and welcome back to Proving Auto. So today, guys, is a pretty exciting one. You guessed by the title, it is in fact new exhaust day for the Ibiza Cupra. We're at PDH Automotive, who are going to be carrying the work out for me. Really awesome garage. It's the place where I get all of my bits done to the car. They did the springs very recently, as you guys saw in the last video. So today, the car is going to sound 10 times better than the standard exhaust that they put on from factory. So, in the back then, we have the Milltek Sport Exhaust catback system. So, the original cat is going to remain in place for the time being. I might do a sports cat down the line. We'll talk about that another day. But anyway, today, so yeah, we've got the rear section there with the twin exit. So that looks actually really nice. We've got a rear silencer. Normally, I think on the standard exhaust, you do get two silencers. Well, obviously no once the car is up in the air and once the old exhaust is off. And then we do, of course, have the I think that's the front section, I believe. Yeah, do correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, we will know once, of course, the old exhaust is off and we sort of know what work. I don't actually know what it actually looks like underneath yet. We'll find out in a bit. And then, of course, we've just got a load of clamps to obviously put all this together. Shout out to Awesome GTI for sending all this out to me. Really, really much appreciated. Did me a little bit discount as well, so that's actually really nice. So anyway, I think without further ado, let's hand the car over to Paul and let's get this exhaust fitted. So there we go. That is the last standard start up for the car. When this car rolls out, it will be hopefully sounding 10 times better. I dare say this is actually the first time I've actually seen the car move from the outside, to be fair, but oh yeah, that'll be sounding much better than that once it's done. Okay, so now the car is up in the air. So yeah, as predicted, this is the stand. This is before the exhaust has come off. So yeah, that is the rear silencer. That is the centre silencer. That is going to be obviously removed. That is of course where the cat is. So yeah, that'll be remaining in place for the time being at least. I might have a little bit of a plan down the line for that, I'm not too sure. But yeah, that is what we're dealing with here. So yeah, I think let's get that off. And Paul was just saying as well, it looks like that the rear bumper, or at least the rear diffuser part, might have to come off because yeah, they do like to make things awkward, don't they? So, quick progress update then. It has put up a little bit of a fight. There is the standard exhaust down there. It did in the end actually have to be cut off because, well, it won't come off all in one, so that's what we're dealing with there. We did find a bit of an issue with, obviously, normally around here you get a bit of a heat shield, which is actually down there. But there wasn't actually a way for the exhaust to fit around it, so we've had to do away with that for the time being. I will look into, if anyone else actually has had something like this, do let me know in the comments. See if anyone's actually got around the problem. For now, I think we're just going to have to run without it, but my initial concern is it's going to start melting the bumper pretty quickly, but I think for now we'll just have to run without it. And I don't know if there's a way you can maybe get an aftermarket diffuser or something maybe, but it's coming along. It's getting there, but we've just had a couple of issues to get round. Actually, while we're here, let's take a quick look round Paul's 911 992, 550 brake, 4-wheel drive. This thing actually looks really nice. I can already tell it's got a Maxton kit on the front, and yeah, Maxton kit on the rear as well. As I say, 550 brake horsepower, 4-wheel drive as well. This thing looks absolutely nuts. I think it's got running Goodyear Eagle F1 tyres on it. And I think they 21-inch wheels on this. I mean, wow. He has had quite a few cars in the past, M3s, Lambos. And this is his latest one. He does tend to change cars every 5 minutes, so no doubt he'll have this up for sale soon and move on to something else. But but no, this is absolutely mental. And then in addition to that, he's just got a couple of company vehicles as well. He's got a Ranger there, and he's also got that old Astra van as well. That actually looks really nice with that wrap on it. Actually looks really nice. Same with this, all finished in the PDH livery, and of course everything else he's got over here is just everything that he's got going on at the minute, including mine, which he still seems to be struggling with. But but no, I'm sure it's actually already starting to take shape. To be fair, I actually think, having said that, with the heat shield out, I actually think it looks better. Just puts the attention more on the exhaust, I think. Obviously, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Okay, it's on. Actually, look, I actually think, to be fair, it looks better without the heat shield. Whether that's actually a good thing or not, we'll obviously have to do a bit of readjusting once it's been on the car for a while. But yeah, there's obviously the new silencer, and obviously the front resonator that has been deleted, and that all leads down to here where the cat is. As I say, might have a plan for that long term, but for now, I think let's just appreciate how good it looks, well, to begin with anyway, until it's had a bit of wear. So yeah, thank you to Paul.
Not a problem.
Thank you, buddy, for carrying out such an awesome job as always. Anyway, I think without further ado, let's get the car down.
Time for McDonald's?
Time for McDonald's, yeah. Time for McDonald's. We'll do that, and then I think then it will be time for our first startup for the test.
Decibel test.
Decibel test, yes. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Here she comes. Oh man. Sounds loads better. Quite subtle, I think, but definitely a noticeable difference.
A bit more of a babble.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
I think you'll notice it more on your higher revs and gear change.
Yeah.
Probably get a little bit of back popping.
So Paul's got his trusty decibel meter out on his phone. Let's see what it actually peaks at.
104.
Not bad, that, is it?
We'll take that.
That's not bad. That's not bad. 104.
It's always hard to catch on a film and audio.
Yeah.
Noise.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, happy with that.
But no, thank you. Don't know, mate. Thank you once again.
No problem. Anytime, you know.
Pleasure. Pleasure as always. Right. Without further ado. Sounds so much better. Yeah, definitely an improvement, that's for sure. Quite subtle, but it might get louder as we go along. Right, let's get out of here and let's experience this thing. Do you reckon that was worth doing, Ry?
No, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely sounds much, much better. I actually want to be able to hear. My car. Leave the window down for now. Obviously, I'll pull that up slightly. Obviously, once it's been on the car for a couple of weeks, I'll do a full review on the exhaust, like I will the springs when I get round to that. So obviously keep an eye out for that. Oh yeah, definitely feel the bumps a lot more now. I don't know how that sound's been brought up on camera, but yeah, I'd say it sounds quite subtle, I'd say. But as I say, I think once it's been on the car for a little bit, it should, once the metal's sort of adapted, shall we say, then that shall, hopefully we'll get a few little pops and burbles on the downshifts when we're in the higher rev range. Yeah, that's definitely improved. Yeah, the car's not really up to temperature, so we've not really got any pops or burbles. But as I say, guys, I will do a full review of the exhaust at some down the line. Okay, I think that's the best we're going to get for now. Anyway, windows up. What does it sound like actually with the windows up? Oh, so much better. But anyway, guys, I think we'll wrap this video up because my GoPro is very, very rapidly dying. So yeah, honestly, big thank you to, well, one, thank you to Awesome GTI for obviously sending the Milltek system out to me, and also massive thank you to PDH for actually getting it on the car and getting it sorted. It did say about popping back in about 2 weeks just to sort of readjust it a little bit once it's had a little bit of use, but I think for now, I think I'll wrap this one up there. If you've enjoyed the video, guys, be sure to drop a like. It is always appreciated. Also, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and do not forget to hit the bell icon. Make sure you turn on all notifications. Until next time, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you all in another video very, very soon.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood